What's up, everybody? Welcome back to a Friday morning edition of the KBO Collections Hobby Drive. Headed to work on a Friday morning. It's a muggy one out there. Pretty bad. I don't know. Right now, it's probably right around the upper 70s, maybe say 77, 78 degrees. Temperature-wise, the humidity has it feeling at about 86, I believe, this morning. And we're at 8 a.m. So yes, that's pretty muggy. I mean, it's like, basically 100% humidity because it has been raining. It's rained. It's supposed to rain more over the weekend, and I am ready for it. I honestly don't like rain, but at the same time, this rain is supposed to bring the high temperature in at about 68 degrees tomorrow. So I can deal with a 68 degree high tomorrow because of this rain. And it's supposed to rain tomorrow as well, which means I probably won't be getting out, but I don't know. I mean, I think like there's supposed to be some breaks in it, so I'll be able to get out a bit, which will be nice. What's on the agenda for this weekend? Well, it's probably going to be some cold drinks, such as beer and gin and whiskey and whatnot, what have you. But then also, and this is thanks to Dan, Korean Cardboard, when we met up back during the summer, we met up and we went to some aquarium shops and stuff, and I was just looking and just watching the fish and stuff, and just I was thinking about how like it would be kind of nice and relaxing to have an aquarium in my house, to have some live plants growing in there and have some fish and stuff like that. So I ended up buying an aquarium, buying some plants, buying all that, getting it all set up. And I've had that set up for about almost 2 months now, probably. But I still have yet to buy any fish. Like, it's going, like it's got the plants growing, it's doing its thing there and all that. Just we have no fish in it yet. And that's partially because like I've been really busy, and I kind of wanted to wait until like there was a time when I wasn't super busy, so that I could actually like be there when I get the fish, and not like put the fish. And we're in a roundabout, bro. You don't yield to people that are coming into it. You fucking go. Good gosh. Idiot fucking drivers. People that stop in the middle of a fucking roundabout to let people come in. No, you're in the roundabout. You fucking go. The people coming in stop. But anyway, people don't know this shit. No, so anyway, that's the fun thing about the hobby drives. You get to hear me like rant about drivers here in Korea. So that's something that I'm sure most of you enjoy seeing, right? But yeah, so anyway, I went. I've been so busy. I haven't really had a chance to go like look at and pick out and buy some fish, because I didn't want to put fish in it one day and then be gone for the next 4 days from the house, like it like on the weekend or whatever. Like, I didn't want to just put fish in it and just leave them. I wanted to at least be there a good bit at the beginning to kind of keep an eye on them, sort of see that they're doing okay and they're healthy. I just kind of felt like, if I was going to be, for example, if I was going to be at the beach for 3 days, kind of felt like if I bought fish, put them in there, and then the next day headed out to the beach, well, I get back and I've got all dead fish just floating on top of the water. So, I just kind of wanted to be there. So anyway, I think this weekend might be a good time. I believe I'm going to hang around the house. So I might go try to pick out some fish. There's a fish shop in town that I think I'm going to go take a look at and see what they've got going on. There's a fish shop where I bought like my plants and stuff at in the next town over. I could also go there, but honestly, if I can get the fish locally and the price is decent, I would probably just buy them locally, because to me that's much better than having to transport them, from further away. So anyway, like I said, that all comes down to decent prices. I don't want to overpay, but at the same time, if it's locally, I'll pay a little more and be fine with that. But no, I'm getting some of this coffee this morning. But yeah, but no, like I said, thanks to Dan, I got interested in the aquarium hobby, so to speak, I guess. It is a hobby. I mean, like that's what people do. What some people do. Like, so I guess I'm now in the aquarium hobby. I have an empty aquarium, and I know Dan asks me for updates every now and again. And I'm like, the only update I got is still plants, no fish yet. So hopefully this weekend I can rectify that and have some fish in there swimming around. Yeah, as for my plants, all right, so here's the thing, all right, no lie. So when I did go out of town and was out of town for like 4 days, basically, or roughly 4 days, I came back, some of my plants had died because they hadn't gotten enough light, because I didn't leave the light on when I left. They hadn't gotten enough light, so they started like wither up and die and shit like that. So that's what I was afraid was going to happen to my fish. Now, like some of the plants did die off because they didn't get enough light. Some of them are still barely hanging on, but then I have some plants that are like really hardy and they're doing wonderful. So, the ones that died, I'm not too worried about. It's like whatever. But yeah. So anyway, headed to work, talking about my aquarium hobbying now. Yeah, so what's up card related? Well, not a whole lot. I did buy a little more non-sport. I did buy some more flag cards recently. Like wanted to buy some more flag cards, and so picked up a few more of them. Oh, by the way, I did get. So I told you about getting the Ernie Banks back, I believe. So I got it back, and from CGC via COMC. So I got that back, and I believe I got that back about maybe about a week under the timeline, under the submission line or whatever. And then a couple, like maybe yesterday, I guess, I also got back my non-sport submission, and it too was about a week, I guess, under the time frame, the deadline. So it seems like if you're submitting to CGC via COMC, it seems like right now you're probably going to get them back about a week under the time. I don't know. I want to say subscription time, but it's not a subscription. It's a whatever time. They give you like, this is a 30-day service time. Service time, I guess, is what we're looking for. Can't even think on this Friday morning. My head's all cloudy. I didn't have enough drink last night, is what it was. But no, so yeah, so I got those back, and so the non-sport card that I submitted, that I didn't tell you that, like I told you it was non-sport, but I didn't tell you what it was yet. So what it is it's a Luke Combs Topps Nashville Stars, I believe is the name of the set. It was like an online exclusive set. But I bought and graded the Luke Combs. And yeah, like it looks really nice. Grade came back a 9, which is fine. Like honestly, these cards were not like the Lou Brock, the Luke Combs, both. I mean, of course, if we're grading a card, we want the highest grade, but at the same time, I don't care because these are personal collection cards, and they were slabbed strictly because I wanted them slabbed for displaying. Like that's what I wanted. I wanted them slabbed for identification and displaying. Had nothing to do with anything more than that. It wasn't me trying to slab them to flip them or anything like that. So yeah, so came back a 9, which I kind of, that was my feeling. My feeling was a 9. And the reason for that is because the centering was not bad, but a bit off. And also this is a black bordered card, so it's easy to like get some little nicks and stuff on it. And prior to getting it slabbed, I couldn't really see any, but after getting it slabbed and getting the photos back of it slabbed, you can see some kind of little nicks on the edges and stuff like that. So yeah, so 9 is fine. 9 is fine. But no, so yeah, definitely. In terms of the service, like I've enjoyed using it. I plan to continue to use it. I have some more cards sitting there right now that I plan to submit probably next week, I believe. And then, so I have some cards I'm going to submit probably next week. And then also, I'm probably going to go ahead and get a shipment go ahead and request a shipment and get that started for what's there that I'm not going to submit. So I'm not submitting everything that I've got there. Some of it I will. I'll leave that in my account, and then the stuff that I don't intend to submit, I'll get it shipped. The stuff that's already come back, I'll get it shipped. But yeah, I'll probably do that this week as well. Go ahead and get that started. And part of the reason why I'm doing that is because what some people may not realize is the customs tax thresholds. So Korea's customs tax threshold for, like mailed goods and stuff like that, goods from abroad, is extremely low. It's like $150. So anything over $150, you end up paying anywhere from 10 to 30% tax on. And so that can get quite expensive quite quickly. So it really and the 10 to 30% tax, to be quite honest, there is no consistency. There is no consistency. I've paid 10%, I've paid 30%, and both times it was on cards. There was nothing different. It's just whoever that customs processing person is, it's just whatever they feel at the time. I did have somebody tell me that I could write to customs or call them because it's supposed to be 10%, for these types of goods or items. So they told me that that customs screwed me out, and this was a Korean person. They told me, they were like, customs screwed you out of money, you need to call them and get it refunded. And I didn't do that. I should have, because on that one it was actually it was quite a lot. It was I think it should have been about it should have been like $50 or whatever that I paid, and I ended up paying almost $200 in taxes. So they got me pretty steep on that one. But anyway, because the threshold's so low, what I generally try to do is, I like to try to keep my purchases down under that $150 threshold. So a shipment earlier is better for me. Better for me to just do that. And then the other stuff, what I might do, just depending, because COMC, I'll request a shipment a few times a year, usually, 3-4 times a year, maybe, something like that. So I do plan to be home this winter vacation. So probably what I will do is, like I sometimes, well, it just depends. Sometimes I'll request a shipment when I'm going to be home and get it at home and then just bring it back because sometimes that's quicker. Because it really depends. Because sometimes the U.S. shipping is faster. Sometimes the international shipping is faster. But either way. So probably going to get a shipment going soon. Probably going to send a few more cards off to Slab soon. The ones that I'll be sending to Slab they're also going to be non-sports cards, I guess, yeah. So also some more non-sports. Seems like most of my non-sports collection is going to be slabbed, but that's fine by me. I don't mind that at all. And when I say most, that's not true. Like, I have a lot more of my collection here at home that isn't slabbed. So, but there is a good portion of it that is. And as I say, like I do it for display. I do it for the look, for the aesthetic mostly. Like the way they look, like the way they feel, and that's that. So anyway, that's all I had for today. Not a whole lot, honestly. I'll keep you posted on my fish and if I get some and if they live. So anyway, hope you enjoyed it. Please leave a like, comment, subscribe. Catch you on the next one. Peace.